Thank you for joining us for a special KBRFradio.com video streaming production. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company and your Otter Tail Power Company pregame show. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare timeouts. Ugsted Plumbing and Heating with your game time and temperature. Viking Cafe and Fergus Falls Apothecary with your keys to the game. Olson Oil Card Express and your Olson Oil Card Express postgame show. Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Otter Tail County AIS Task Force. Liberty Business Systems. Service Food of Fergus Falls Monument. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated. Otter Tail Coaches and FM Bank of Fergus Falls.
All right, welcome to Fergus Falls Kennedy Secondary School. Tonight's doubleheader, boys and girls doubleheader action for you. Also simulcast on KBRF YouTube station. I'm Nick Keel along with Derek Sidian, who's gracious enough to run the camera tonight for this YouTube special doubleheader. Jason Retzloff is here. He'll do the second game of the doubleheader. Tonight the girls are hosting Bemidji Lumberjacks. In a non-conference game, the Lumberjacks are 5-1 currently, and the Otters are 3-1. Talking with Coach Steer earlier in the game, he's excited about this matchup. Should be a good matchup for the Otters. Otters coming off a loss last Friday night, 50-49 down at Sartell. First conference game of the season. And the Otters fall to 0-1 in the conference. They are 3-1 overall. They have wins over Zimmerman, East Grand Forks, Moorhead, and then the loss to Sartell. So welcome to the Otter Tail Power pregame show on KBRF 1250 AM, simulcasting on the KBRF 1250 AM YouTube channel. Once again, Nick Keel and Derek Sidian with you. And we'll be back in 15 seconds to talk to head coach Josh Steer.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Old Gym. Tonight our keys to the game brought to you by the Viking Cafe and Fergus Falls Apothecary in downtown Fergus Falls. Coach Steer, 3-1 on the season. What do you see keys to the game tonight being for the Otter girls?
Yeah, I think that we're going to have to take care of the basketball. We're going to have to take care of the basketball tonight. They're going to live off of pressure. You know, we've seen that time and time again now with East Grand Forks and Sartell. So, you know, we're getting a little bit more comfortable with it as the season rolls on here. But we're going to have to take care of the basketball, and we're going to have to value each possession that we get. And if we can do those things, and they're going to be relentless on the rebounds too, so we got to box out. You know, the offensive rebound really well. They're going to look to press us. They're going to look to change up their look defensively, I think, in the half court too. So they're going to keep us kind of guessing a little bit and try to keep us out of rhythm offensively. And they like to push the pace too. So, you know, maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe it's going to be a track meet. And I like our chances if we're going to run up and down.
Well, two athletic teams from what I've seen on film and what I remember from last year. Last year, Ruby Ellison hit a last-second three-point shot at Bemidji to give us the win 45-42, or 48-45. And then here, a big lead in January that evaporated the second half. We kind of wore out, ended up with a two-point victory. So we've had good matchups with them in the past. A lot of their kids are back. A lot of our kids are back. Should be a good game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's going to be see who improved the most in the offseason. So I think both teams are complementary of each other as far as we respect the other program and the way that they're running their program. Darren Schultz does a great job at Bemidji, and you know, he likes to play a style of play that's pretty similar to ours. These matchups have been really good. Last year it was like you said, it was a dogfight there, and I think the only lead we maybe had in that game was at the end, and then here it was a tale of two halves where we started off strong and kind of clung on to that win. But we're going to have to play 36 consistent minutes tonight because we're playing a very good Bemidji Lumberjack team.
So you're 3-1 on the season. Had your first conference game at Sartell. Took a tough loss down there, 50-49. What, if anything, is so far this season has surprised you about the start?
Well, it's been a good start for us. You know, we really started off sharing the ball really well, and our offense was clicking. Our transition offense was looking good, and then Sartell kind of ground to a halt a little bit, and their style of defense, we just weren't quite ready for. And that's going to happen in Game 4 of the season, where you're going to see some things that kind of surprise you. And I thought maybe our experience and some of the girls we had handling the ball would maybe shine through a little bit in that setting. But you know what? It's a good reminder that you got to work on those things every day in practice, and you got to work on being physical, and you got to work through playing with contact, and whether that's on the full court or in the half court or on the rim. So you know, just a good reminder of daily things that you got to do.
So you guys are averaging 18 assists on 22 made field goals per game, 19 turnovers per game right now. Last year, through 4 games, you were only averaging 9.5 assists on 22 turnovers. How's that number improved? You've doubled your assists, which obviously is a good number for you guys.
Yeah, you know, I think we're sharing the ball really well, and we're knocking down shots. Our shooting percentage has gone up. That's a credit to the off-season work that these girls put in, because a lot of things have to go right on an assisted basket. You got to get the pass there, you got to catch it, and you got to finish the play. And right now we're executing kind of all facets of the game there. And then I think the turnover number, you know, it's just it's a constant point of emphasis that every time you turn the ball over, you're taking 2 points away from you, or at least an opportunity, and you're giving them an opportunity for 2 points. So every turnover you have is a 4-point swing. And, you know, we work on it daily in practice in some drills that we do. And, you know, we put a heavy emphasis on not making those mistakes in the turnover mark. But, you know, I can live with the turnover in the full court, pushing the ball up the floor. That's what we want to do. We want to try to get them going full speed, full court. Half-court offense is hard. So I think a lot of our turnovers have probably been in transition. But in half-court as well, I think we're finding the right shot at the right time, and we're delivering the ball on time and on target.
So welcome home after 4 road games. You guys are staying at home for a while, and this week, super fun week, right? Maybe not great from a coaching and getting things in line perspective, but tonight we play. Thursday night we're going to welcome Sauk Rapids Rice, and then Saturday Fargo Davies, I think. So pretty exciting week for you and the kids, and all home games.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's a great time to be in the Gold Gym. It's a great time here to play basketball games. We want to play games. We love practice, but we've only had 4 games thus far, and we really appreciate the opportunity to play at home. So I'm looking forward to this week. I'm looking forward to this month. We're taking it game by game and day by day, and tonight it's the Bemidji Lumberjacks in the Gold Gym, and we're gonna have to play our very best thus far. But we only have 4 games under our belts. Bemidji's got 6, so maybe by the end of the week we'll be close to catching them. But they played last night, so maybe we can catch them on some tired legs tonight.
Well, awesome, Coach Steer. We appreciate your time. Best of luck tonight and the rest of the week.
All right, thanks, Nick.
All right, that was Coach Josh Steer, the head coach for the girls Otter basketball team. We're going to take a minute break, and we'll be back here with the Otter Tail Power pregame show on KBRF AM and KBRF streaming live on the YouTube channel.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton, there's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
Trinity Gold Gym. Tonight's basketball game, non-conference game between the Bemidji Lumberjacks and the Fergus Falls Otters. We got girls basketball first, followed by the Fergus Falls boys versus Ricori. And the boys will be opening up their conference season. This game, Quality Toyota Player of the Game t-shirts are brought to you by Lake Country Graphics. Lake Country Graphics is your apparel source for personalized, printed, or embroidered clothing and accessories. Go to yourapparelsource.com/Lake Country Graphics. Lake Country Graphics in Fergus Falls. 218-998-4027. We appreciate all our sponsors in every game this season. Just a quick look at what happened tonight already. The JVB team took down the Lumberjacks by a score of 55-16. And then the JV team on the big court had a up and down seesaw battle where they ended up losing 41-40. Had a last second shot to get the victory, but they could not get it done. We're going to be back in a minute here. Going to take another break and check in with our sponsors.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Light powers your day, and with LEDs, every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED.
What's the record for the biggest walleye? What's the record for the largest goldfish? Wait, what? Never release aquatic animals or plants into our lakes and rivers. Help protect our waters and native species.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Keel on the call. Derek Sidian's here running the camera through the KBRF live stream on the YouTube channel. Time to introduce tonight's starting lineup, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, located at 2228 College Way in Fergus Falls. Well, as previously mentioned, Bemidji 5-1 on the season. Their only loss was November 23rd at home versus Buffalo. They have wins over Little Falls, Hermantown, Grand Rapids, Sauk Rapids, Rice, and last night over Ricori. Bemidji is a Section 8 4A school. Last night's win was 80-33 over Ricori at Bemidji. Looking at the starting lineups tonight for the Lumberjacks, they're going to start a 5'2 senior, Matea Malterud. She's number 2. The point guard is a 5'1" junior, and that's Olivia Thompson. She's the spark plug that runs their offense, really a kid that likes to push the tempo for them. At a forward, they have a 5'7" senior. That's Margie Anderson, number 5. The other forward is Anisha Pink. She's a 5'9" junior, wears number 14. And then at center, they have a 6-foot sophomore, Carly Lazella. She wears number 44. Their coach is Darren Schultz. For the Otters, coached by Josh Steer and assisted by Dan Sternberg. The usual lineup now. This will be the fifth game with the same starting lineup. Their point guard is a senior, 5'8" senior, number 12, Bryn Sternberg. The other guard is a 5'9" junior. That's number 14, Ruby Ellison. At a forward, 5'8" junior, Hattie Fullhart. She wears number 30. Another forward, sophomore, 5'8" sophomore. That's number 4, Carly Hurst. And then at center, 5'11" senior. That's number 11, Bella Anderson. Otters looking for a big victory tonight to recoup from last Friday night's loss to Sartell. And we're going to take a couple of minutes here, break, and then we'll be back to start tonight's action here on KBRF.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Olson Oil Cart Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Cart Express, supporting Otter sports. The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Scott DeBrito. I had the privilege of wearing the Otter uniform. Today, I have the privilege of representing FM Bank here in Fergus Falls. Show your Otter pride with our Otter debit card. Stop in and see us or visit our website at mybankfm.com.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Business systems can be frustrating. Don't take it out on the printer. Let Liberty Business Systems simplify the chaos. With automated printing services and flexible contracts, you'll never feel frustrated or stuck with your business systems. Liberty Business Systems. Transparent, flexible, fearless.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Jay, owner of Fergus Apothecary, downtown Fergus Falls. We like to talk to you out in the open, not through glass, not through a speaker. We treat you as a person, not as an insurance card. So we invite you to come downtown Fergus Falls and speak with us.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Light powers your day, and with LEDs, every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED.
All right, Nick Keel back at Fergus Falls Kennedy Secondary School, the Gold Court. The PA announcer going through the starting lineups. And we're getting set for tonight's non-conference game between the Bemidji Lumberjacks and the host Fergus Falls Otters. Just to catch up on some stats for the Otters right now, leading scorer this year through 4 games is Ruby Ellison at 14.5 points per game. Hattie Fullhart 14.3. Bryn Sternberg at 13.5. Bryn leads the Otters in rebounds at 7.8 per game, followed by Hattie Fullhart at 7.5 and Bella Anderson 6. And then Bryn leads in assists with 7.3 per game. Otters are shooting 47% from the field so far this season, 33% from the three-point line, and 63% from the free throw line. They commit 19 turnovers on average per game and have 18 assists. And we talked about Mr. Sternberg a little bit before the game, Coach Sternberg, about the turnovers and improving on that number from last year. They're far ahead of where they were last year at sharing the ball. And that's been a real positive for them, and that's something that they need to control tonight. Have more assists and turnovers would be a good recipe. Both teams getting set to go at it here tonight. And the game time is 5:38. The temperature is 20 degrees. Game time and temp is brought to you by Otters Plumbing and Heating of Fergus Falls. You're listening to KBRF's coverage, 1250 a.m. of area basketball. We are set to go with the tip. It's going to be Bella Anderson jumping off jump ball against Carly Lazella. Daryl Olson puts the ball in the air, and the Otters get the opening tip to Hattie Fullhart. Fullhart to the left side for Ruby Ellison. Ellison up top for Sternberg. Sternberg now to Hurst to the right corner. There's Ruby for three. She misses, rebounded by Bemidji. Malterud bringing it up now. She brings it up for the Jacks to the right side for Anderson. Anderson to Lazella at the free throw line. Left side for Pink. Pink kicks it to the corner for Thompson. Thompson inside for Lazella. Ball gets knocked away, and it's going to be stolen by the Otters. Hattie Fullhart comes up with it, and she's going to push it up the floor. Hattie gets it to Bella down low on the left side of the floor. This ball is tipped now, and there's a turnover by the Otters. Turnover number 1 for Fergus Falls. And Malterud is going to set things up for the Lumberjacks. She takes right side, gets a ball screen at the top of the key. Now here's Pink. Pink guarded by Ellison. The Otters right now in a 2-3 zone defense. Thompson kicks it over to the right side for Anderson. Anderson to Malterud for 3. She misses. There's Thompson on the rebound. She gets it blocked by Carly Hurst, and Carly scrambles to get the ball back, creates a turnover for Bemidji, and here comes Sternberg. Sternberg with a quick pass to the left corner for Bella Anderson. Cross-court pass now for Ruby, and Bryn's going to bring it back up to the logo to set things up for the Otters. Ruby gets a ball screen from Hurst. She attacks the elbow. Now kick out for Sternberg for 3. Her shot's no good. There's Carly Hurst on the rebound. And she's going to go up and get fouled by the Lumberjacks. So Carly Hurst is going to go to the line. Foul is on number 14, Anisha Pink. That'll be her first foul of the ball game. And Carly Hurst gets the first basket, or first point of the ball game with a free throw. Otters lead 1-0. On the Park Region scoreboard. 16:24 to go in the first half. Hurst waiting for her second here. We have a little bit of a communication issue. Looks like referee Logan Rydell is asking for a reset of the shot clock. He's asking for 35 seconds on the clock, but I'm telling you, the State High School League has told the referees to put it at 20. But Dean Monkey, being the good man that he is, will oblige them. And Carly Hurst hits the second free throw, and the Otters lead 2-0. 16:23 to go in the first half. Here's Thompson kicking off to the right side for Anderson. Anderson guarded by Sternberg. Here's Lazella now at the top of the key. She's their center, 6-footer. Doesn't look real comfortable out there with the ball. Here's Malterud now at the top of the key. She's going to dribble left, take about a 15-footer from the elbow and miss it. Rebound to Bella Anderson. And the Otters move it into the front court. Here's Carly Hurst with a shot attempt. Gets it partially blocked and doesn't draw iron. Here's a quick transition now. Here's Pink to the basket and a block by Ruby Ellison. So good transition defense so far for the Otters. Has held the Lumberjacks to 0 points through the first couple of minutes. Anderson's going to trigger the inbound under their own basket. She gets it up for Pink. Quick dish down inside for Lazella. Bella Anderson extending the arms, making it difficult for her, and she misses. Here's Sternberg now, crossing the timeline. Sternberg getting a ball screen from Anderson. About a 16-footer, and it's good. Bryn Sternberg hits her second attempt of the game and her first 2 points, and the Otters lead 4-0. Here's Thompson, quickly in transition. She's really a spark plug. She likes to push the ball up the floor. And she's going to go to the line, and that's a foul on Bella Anderson. Bella has a tendency to get in foul trouble. That's going to be her first and the team's first, and Thompson will go to the line to shoot 2. Her first one is off the right side of the iron and no good. So it remains 4-0. And she'll get her second here. See if she can get the Lumberjacks on the scoreboard. Second one's up and good. Thompson gets the Lumberjacks in the score column. She makes one of 2 free throws, and it's 4-1 with 15:19 to go in the first half. Sternberg now at the center logo. She's guarded by Thompson. She has quite a few inches on Thompson, does Bryn, but Anisha Thompson's really quick. Here's a quick pass underneath. Ruby Ellison hits Bella Anderson for the layup. And the Otters go up 6-1 on the Park Region scoreboard. Here's a lob pass inside for Lazella, and she cannot connect with Anderson. That's going to be a turnover for Bemidji, their second of the ball game. And now they're going to, looks like a full court man-to-man press by the Lumberjacks. Hattie Fullhart gets the inbound, and the Otters are able to break the press. Bryn Sternberg grabs the ball near the logo. Right side for Ruby Ellison. Ruby's going to get a ball screen from Carly Hurst. Now the top of the key for Anderson. Sternberg on the left wing. Cross-court pass from Anderson to Fullhart. Here's Carly Hurst on the left baseline. 15-footer, no good. Hattie Fullhart gets the rebound, and she gets fouled. She's going to go to the line to shoot a pair. Bemidji foul is on number 5, Margie Anderson. That's her first, team second. Hattie Fullhart will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is in and out, so no good on the first attempt for Hattie. She'll get a second here. Second free throw for Fullhart is good. So 1-2 at the line for Fullhart. The Otters lead 7-1, 14:19 to go in the first half. Lumberjacks, here's Margie Anderson, drives right side, picked off by Bella Anderson, and she saves it back for Carly Hurst. Sternberg kicks it way up for Ruby Ellison. She gets it knocked out of bounds, and the Otters will inbound under their own basket. Bemidji's going to take a timeout. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll take 30 seconds. Timeouts are brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
What's your number?
I drove 60 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota. I drove 45 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Welcome back to the Gold Gym. Nick Keel, Derek Sidian with you, KBRF, 1250 AM's coverage. The Otters hosting the Bemidji Lumberjack girls basketball tonight. Otters leading 7-1. Here's Ruby Ellison with a three-point trigger in the left baseline. She misses. Hattie Fullhart working hard, but she's going to get called for a foul here as she got a piece of Margie Anderson's arm as she was trying to bring down that rebound. So loose ball foul on Fullhart. That's her first, the team's second. 14 minutes to go. The Otters lead 7-1. Thompson now over to the right wing to Lazella. Lazella looking inside for Pink, and that's another turnover by Bemidji. Third turnover of the game. Otters doing a good job of not letting Bemidji get in transition here is one of the keys to the game from Coach Steer. Here's Ruby Ellison in the right wing. Now Carly Hurst. Carly Hurst is going to lose her handle as she tries to drive to the basket. And it's stolen away by Pink. Lazella's out there. She can shoot the three. Doesn't look to do it this time. Here's Maltrud now at the top of the key. Otters in a man-to-man. Ruby Ellison guarding Thompson. Here's Margie Anderson to the right corner to Maltrud. Looking inside, trying to get Lazella involved. And here's Anisha Pink with the left-handed runner. No good. Ball is tipped and picked up. The scramble for it right now. Finally, the officials are going to blow that as a jump ball. And the the Lumberjacks are going to retain possession here. In for the Otters, number 2, Julia Hychek. Julia, 5'8" senior. It's had a really good start of the season statistically for the Otters. Leads them in assist to turnover ratio, leads them in field goal percentage. Here's the inbound now for Bemidji. And Thompson goes to the free throw line. She tries to pivot, fell to the ground. Daryl Olson, in his opinion, was a foul on Ruby Ellison. So that's going to be her first, team's third, and an inbound for the Lumberjacks. Here's a quick play, and underneath it, another block by Ruby Ellison, her second of the ball game already. And Bemidji will inbound under their own basket again with 16 seconds left on the shot clock. And Logan Rydell has whistled an illegal screen on number 14, Anisha Pink. So that's going to be a turnover for Bemidji and a foul on Pink. That's going to be her second here early in the game. And the Otters are going to have the ball. Here's Bryn Sternberg working against Thompson. Back and forth trying to cross the midline. She does. Gets it over for Hurst. Hurst to the right corner for Ruby Ellison. Ruby now up to the top for Julia Hychek. Carly brings it back to the center of the floor for Ruby Ellison. Now Hattie Fullhart. Cross court to Hychek. Ruby Ellison to the right baseline. Here's Hattie. She's going to drive in. And we're going to have a whistle and an offensive foul on Hattie Fullhart. Hattie decided not to take the open jumper, drove to the basket. And she's going to be charged with her second foul of the game. That's going to be the fourth foul on the Otters. And she's going to check out. Checking in will be the sophomore, number 3, Reese Keel. Reese's first action for tonight. And here comes the Lumberjacks. Margie Anderson on the left side. Here's a pass inside for Lazella. She can't handle it, and the Otters are going to turn over the Lumberjacks again. Fifth turnover for Bemidji already early in the game. Here's a quick pass up for Reese Keel to the corner for Hychek. Hychek picks it up, gives it off for Bryn Sternberg. Sternberg cross court for Ruby Ellison. Ruby lets a 3 go off the back iron, no good. And now Carly Hurst is going to get a foul. That's going to be Carly's first foul of the game. It's going to be the 5th foul on the Otters, and the Otters finding themselves in a little bit of foul trouble here early. And now here comes Anisha Thompson for the Lumberjacks. She brings it down the right side of the floor. Now works towards the left side. Dumps it inside for Carly Lazella. Cross-court pass now for Malterud. Malterud's going to drive in, throws it off the glass, no good, gets her own rebound. Now cross-court pass for Anderson. In for the Lumberjacks is number 32, Abby Dahman. And now Ruby Ellison comes up with the rebound, a headman pass for Reese. Reese gets knocked to the ground, and that's going to be a foul on number 44, Carly Lazella. That's going to be her first foul of the game. And to the line is going to be Reese Keel to shoot 2 free throws. Reese, a 5'9" sophomore. Her first free throw is off the back iron and no good. In for the Lumberjacks, replacing Malterud will be number 1, Caitlin Leduc. She's a 5-foot junior. Another not real tall girl, but very, very quick. Second free throw for Reese is also no good. So 0 for 2 for Reese. The ball goes out of bounds. The Otters lead 7-1 in the Park Region scoreboard. 11:21 to go in the first half. Struggling a little bit at the free throw line currently. Here's Thompson now. She gets a screen from Anderson. Picks up her dribble. Now goes to the right corner for Dahman. Inside lob for Lazella is over her head again. They just can't find that lob pass. And it's going to be another turnover for Bemidji. That's their 6th. Reese Keel gets the inbound pass now. Gets it back for Ruby Ellison. Ruby's going to bring it up over the timeline. Gets it to Bryn Sternberg at the logo. Sternberg's going to penetrate here. She gets all the way to the basket, misses it, and the rebound by Bella Anderson. And she's going to go to the line. So the Otters active on the glass and active getting to the basket. And now Bella Anderson's going to go to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. Lumberjack fouls on number 3, Olivia Thompson. That's Thompson's first. And Anderson makes the first free throw. And she makes the second. So a good trip to the line for Bella Anderson. She now has 4 points. The Otters lead 9-1, 10:47 to go in the first half. Here's Dahman in the right corner for Lazella. Not a lot happening for the Lumberjacks. They're really stagnant on offense right now. Here's Margie Anderson. She's going to drive, kick it back out for Lazella. Lazella's going to drive in, try to kick it, and this ball is stolen away by Julia Hychek. So 7 turnovers already for Bemidji. Really struggling in the half-court offense. And here comes the Otters. Here's Bella Anderson inside the key. Julia Hychek left side. Here's a post-up for Bryn Sternberg, and Bryn Sternberg gets the basket. Posting up the smaller Leduc that time, and the Otters lead 11-1. So if you want to talk about strategy of the game, getting this thing into a half court and not having a transition type game is kind of what Coach Steer was looking for. He said it might end up being a race, but he was hoping not, and so far the tempo has been in favor of the Otters. There's a foul on Bella Anderson. That's her second 6-team foul against the Otters, and there's still 10 minutes left to go in the first half, so that'll be something to watch. Here's Thompson now triggering the offense. Lazella on the right wing. Here's Leduc now on the left side. She takes it to the top of the key. Skip pass over for Margie Anderson. Looking inside for Pink, and it's knocked out of bounds by Bryn Sternberg. Hattie Fullhart's going to return for the Otters. She's going to give Ruby Ellison a break. And Bemidji's going to trigger the inbounds pass from under the basket. Margie Anderson to inbound it. Otters doing a good job of making the pass difficult. Pass all the way to half court for Thompson. Thompson guarded by Keel in the man-to-man. She drives in, does a little up and under, gets blocked partially by Carly Hurst. And then Carly gets in there for a tie-up and creates another turnover. 8 turnovers for Bemidji in the first half versus 2 for the Otters. Good hustle there by Carly Hurst. She got a deflection and a tie-up, which caused the turnover. Inbounds pass now to Hattie Fullhart. Julia Hychek running. Looks like a 1-2-2 3/4 court zone press now for Bemidji. Bryn Sternberg finds herself open from the left wing. Her three-pointer is off the mark. And the ball's knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go to Bemidji. 9:26 to go, 11-1 on the Park Region scoreboard. Otters with the lead just about midway through the first half. Non-conference game tonight, doubleheader. Otter girls playing Bemidji here, and after that, this game, about 20 minutes, Jason Retzloff will have the call for the boys versus Ricori for their conference opener. Here's Marge Anderson now, and here's a steal by Hattie Fullhart. And the Otters forced turnover number 9 in the first half. Here's a headman pass for Julia Hychek, and she got it. Bryn Sternberg with the assist. Julia Hychek gets the basket, and the Otters lead 13-1, 9:05 to go here in the first half. There's a timeout on the floor. This timeout is brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. And we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
Otter Tail Minn Dakota Coaches has been the trusted name in transportation for 50 years. Safety, service, and dependability are at the heart of every journey. From local routes to nationwide trips, rely on Otter Tail Coaches for a ride you can trust.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota, Minnesota Motor.
Lady Otters lead the Bemidji Lumberjacks 13-1. Bemidji still looking for their first field goal almost 9 minutes into the game. Here comes Anisha Thompson with the ball. She crosses the midline. And the Otters in the man-to-man defense. Hychek over there guarding Margie Anderson. Here's Leduc now on the right side. Lob inside for Pink. Pink with the left-handed scoop. That's no good, and a rebound by Bryn Sternberg. Sternberg gets the rebound. She's going to push the tempo for the Otters. Sternberg now to left side for high check. High check to the top of the key for Fullhart. Fullhart back for Sternberg. Nope, she dishes to the corner for high check instead. Here's Keel at the top of the key. Sternberg from 20 feet is an air ball. High check tries to save, and Bemidji comes up with the basketball. Leduc gets the rebound, pushes it now to Thompson. Thompson down the lane, kicks it off for Pink. Pink picks up her dribble. Now back for Thompson. She drives baseline. Bounce pass for Lazella. It goes out of bounds. And turnover number 10 for Bemidji. Bemidji going to get a couple of substitutes here. Number 2, Matea Malterud. And number 32, Abby Dahman back into the game for the Lumberjacks. Fergus Falls to inbound in the corner. Bryn Sternberg now facing up against Thompson. Full court man-to-man pressure for Bemidji. Slow start for the Lumberjacks, still to see their first field goal of the game. Here's Reese Keel in the right corner. Cross court for Hattie Fullhart. Hattie's going to dribble drive and then kick it back out now for high check. High check for Fullhart. Fullhart on the drive, shoots from 15. There's Carly Hurst on the board. She gets it blocked by Lazella. And out of bounds was Dahman. And the Otters are going to get it back. Not sure if they're going to get a reset here. I think they should get a shot clock reset, but it looks like they're staying at 9 seconds. I thought that Bemidji had secured the ball, but here's a quick inbounds pass for Bella Anderson. She wheels to her right and shoots a right-handed little jump hook. And Bella Anderson gets her second field goal of the ball game. The Otters lead 15-1 on the Park Region scoreboard. 7:30 to go in the first half. Here's Dahman now to the corner for Lazella. Bemidji just has not been able to get into any kind of transition offense, and their half-court offense has really been a struggle. Here's a steal by Carly Hurst. And turnover number 11 for Bemidji. Almost a turnover on Fergus Falls. They're able to retain possession. Anisha Pink knocked that one out of bounds. Now the Otters will have it with 31 seconds on the shot clock, just past the midline. Reese Keel now running the point for the Otters, gets it up for Ruby Ellison. Left side for Bella Anderson. Here's a back cut by high check, doesn't get it. Here's Reese Keel. Back to the top of the key for Bella. Here's Ruby going to do a dribble drive and a scoop, and they're going to call a jump ball as she goes up for the shot. And that's going to be a turnover on the Otters as the alternating possession goes to the Lumberjacks. The third turnover for Fergus Falls. Done a decent job managing those. And now here comes the Lumberjacks, still looking for their first field goal of the first half. Here's Dahman on the right wing. Abby Dahman with the ball, holding it, almost a 5-second count. Keel doing a good job defensively. Here's Hurst. Thompson takes it in, and she gets their first field goal of the game. Anisha Thompson has all 3 of their points, and that's their first field goal, and it's 15-3 on the Park Region scoreboard. Here's Carly Hurst, and she's going to get knocked out of bounds by Lazella. And Carly Lazella is going to pick up her second personal foul. And she's one that they don't want to really get in foul trouble. Should mention the Lumberjacks a little short-handed, had one of their starters get in a car accident last night. Not terrible injuries, but she sustained a concussion. And of course, we wish the best for her. That's Carla Bieber. She's not able to be here tonight. Otters with the ball, 16 on the shot clock. Here's Ruby Ellison. She's going to drive in. Left-handed scoop off the board is good. Nice drive by Ruby Ellison. She gets her first field goal of the ball game, and the Otters lead 17-3. Thompson pushing the tempo quickly, throws it up off the glass. Basket's no good. Rebounded by Ruby Ellison. Ruby brings it up now and crosses the timeline. Over to the left side for Bella Anderson. Bella back for Ruby. There's Julia Highcheck. Cross-court pass now to Carly Hurst. Hurst brings it back to the top of the key for Keel. Into the corner for Highcheck for 3. Julia Highcheck hits the three-pointer. A pass from Reese Keel. And the Otters lead 20-3. And we got another timeout. It is a full timeout, so we'll see you in 1 minute.
Hi, I'm Jay, owner of Fergus Apothecary, downtown Fergus Falls. We like to talk to you out in the open, not through glass, not through a speaker. We treat you as a person, not as an insurance card. So we invite you to come downtown Fergus Falls and speak with us.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service food. Serving you best.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton, there's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
With that full timeout, 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. They're trailing the Otters 20-3 on the Park Region scoreboard. Coming up at halftime, we'll have the Minnesota Motor halftime show. Bemidji now on the offensive attack. Here's Malterud on the left side, and she's going to travel. Logan Rydell on the call, and another turnover for Bemidji. Really struggling in the half-court offense. They haven't been able to create many turnovers. And, you know, the last couple games, at least on video, they scored a lot of points on their transition offense. And they haven't really been able to get that going tonight. Credit to the Otters for taking care of the ball, being patient. Here's Bryn Sternberg at the top of the key for the Otters, just under 5 minutes. Here's a dump pass down for Anderson, and Anderson can't handle the pass. Turnover. 4th of the half for Fergus Falls. Quick transition basket by Anisha Pink for Bemidji, and it's 20-5. Her first basket. Anisha Pink, the left-hander. Here's the Otters now, Bryn Sternberg, trying to set up the offense for Fergus Falls. Right side for Ruby Ellison. Ruby picks up her dribble at the top of the key, lobs it in for Bella Anderson. There's an assist for Ruby to Bella, and Bella gets her 3rd field goal of the half. She's got 8 points, and the Otters lead 22-5. Here's a quick 3-point shot for Bemidji and Dahman. She misses, rebounded by Bella Anderson. Sternberg now to cross the midline. She's guarded by Thompson. Bella Anderson trying to set a screen. I want to make sure Bella doesn't get her 3rd. Bella Anderson now to the top of the key. To the right side, here's Sternberg for 3. In and out for Bryn. Here's Hattie Fullhart and Carly. And they were fighting over the ball. 2 teammates being aggressive. Both of them held it, ended up resulting in a rebound for Hattie, but a turnover as well. So the 5th turnover of the first half for the Otters. Bemidji now to bring it up. 3:47 to go first half. 22-5, the Otters lead. Here's Pink on the right side. Pink to the corner for Malterud. She's going to drive baseline. Good help by Hattie Fullhart, but not quite quick enough. And Matea Malterud gets her first basket of the game. The 3rd, a field goal for the Lumberjacks. 22-7 now. Fergus Falls leads. 3:25 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. Otters have it now right side with Ruby Ellison. Brings it back to the top of the key for Bella Anderson. Anderson to Sternberg now on the left side. Bryn with the pick and roll. Just a little bit too aggressive there on the pass to Bella Anderson. A little too quick, not quite enough lob to it, and it results in a turnover. Otters bring back in Highcheck and Keel with 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's Thompson, kicks it for Dahman. Dahman pump fakes on the 3, drives in. Right-handed scoop off the glass is no good. It's going to be tipped out of bounds off Margie Anderson. And it'll be Otters basketball. Ruby Ellison will trigger the inbounds. Full court man-to-man press now for Bemidji. Sternberg gets the ball guarded by Anisha Thompson. Sternberg crosses the middle line, kicks it over to the left side for Ruby Ellison. Ruby now to Highcheck. Loses her footing a little bit, but keeps control of the basketball. Here's Carly Hurst on the left side. Back to the top for Ruby. Ruby drives, finds Sternberg on the baseline. Another one in and out. It's about the third one for Bryn Sternberg that's gone in and out. And she's due to break loose and have a big game, and she's close. Here's a drive by Pink. It's going to result in a couple of free throws for the Lumberjacks. Fouls on Carly Hurst. That's going to be her second personal. Pink is going to shoot 2 for the Lumberjacks. Anisha makes the first. And she'll get the second. That's 17 fouls on the Otters, so Bemidji's going to shoot the rest of the half. Pink makes both free throws. It's 22-9 on the Park Region scoreboard. 2:19 to go here in the first half. Reminder, Minnesota Motor halftime show is coming up in just a couple of minutes. Here's Sternberg for Keel. Back to Sternberg, back to Keel. Ruby Ellison gets a pass inside, flips it off the board, just a little too short. And now a rebound, and here's Thompson kicking it up for Malterud. Those two can really motor. But Sternberg there with the deflection. And there's a 3 by Dahman. Abby Dahman gets the 3. Gets a little spark for the Lumberjacks. 22-12 now, 1:42 to go in the first half. Now the Lumberjacks have gone to a zone, trying to extend Fergus Falls a little bit. It's Reese Keel at the elbow. Here's a 3 for Sternberg. It's going to be short. Bryn got a little impatient there. Got a 3 up, and now the Lumberjacks looking to gain a little bit of momentum. Here's a 3-pointer in the corner by Maltrud, rebounded by Keel. Sternberg's going to bring it up. Crosses the midline with 1:17 to go. And Josh Steer is going to take a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with you. We'll be back in 30 seconds to the Gold Gym.
I'm Tad Butke, your dedicated business sales consultant at Park Region. Whether you're looking to optimize your operations, scale your business, or find tailored solutions, I'm here to help you achieve your goals.
Reach out to Tad today at 218-998-2000 for Park Region to go beyond the connection.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Back at the Gold Gym after the Otters took that full timeout. 1:10 to go in the first half. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Sternberg, they're going to work the ball a little bit. Looks like Bemidji went back to the man-to-man defense that they started in. Otters trying to run a set for Sternberg. She comes off the curl. Here's Ruby Ellison for 3 with 7 seconds to go on the shot clock. No good. Good hustle there by Carly Hurst. She nearly gets a rebound, but she does cause a tie-up. And the Otters are going to retain possession. And there's going to be 19 seconds on the shot clock. 49.6 to go in the half. Sternberg trying to inbound. Gets it to high check. Here's Carly Hurst. Carly Hurst now to Reese Keel. Reese gets it to Carly. Carly now to Bryn Sternberg. Bemidji's really picked up the intensity on the defense. 6 seconds on the shot clock for high check. Here's Carly Hurst from 23 feet. 3-pointer's no good, but a rebound for Sternberg. And the official makes a mistake on calling a shot clock violation after the ball had hit the rim. So the Otters are going to retain possession here. 27.7 on the game clock, 18 seconds on the shot clock. Ruby Ellison's going to trigger the inbounds. Here's Sternberg. Sternberg now for Keel to the left side. Ruby Ellison to the corner. Ruby's going to fake. Reese Keel going to get a 3-point look, and she misses. Rebounded by Sternberg, and good. So Bryn working the offensive glass. Gets her 6th point of the half. And with 11 seconds to go, here comes Thompson. Shot clock is off. Margie Anderson gets the drive past Sternberg into the lane, and she gets the basket with 2 seconds to go. Her first basket. And that's going to be the end of the first half. So a nice little comeback for Bemidji. They brought a little bit of energy here towards the end of the second half. A reminder, Minnesota Motor is sponsoring our halftime show tonight. Minnesota Motor Company Service Department is conveniently open Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. End of the first half. The score on the Park Region Ottertail Telecom scoreboard is Fergus Falls 24, Bemidji 14. Park Region, service beyond the connection.
Olson Oil Cart Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Cart Express, supporting Otter sports.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
What's the record for the biggest walleye? What's the record for the largest goldfish? Wait, what? Never release aquatic animals or plants into our lakes and rivers. Help protect our waters and native species.
Business systems can be frustrating. Don't take it out on the printer. Let Liberty Business Systems simplify the chaos. With automated printing services and flexible contracts, you'll never feel frustrated or stuck with your business systems. Liberty Business Systems.
Transparent, flexible, fearless.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Olson Oil Cart Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Cart Express, supporting Otter sports.
Back here in Fergus Falls, KBRF 1250 AM's coverage. Tonight, simulcast with the YouTube channel. One of 5 of the girls' games this season that we will do that with. It's time for a Minnesota Motor halftime show. In the market for a new vehicle, make Minnesota Motor Company your first stop. Well, real quick check on the regular statistics here. We got Carly Hurst with a couple fouls, Bella Anderson with a couple fouls, and Hattie Fullhart with a couple fouls for the Otters. For Bemidji, Anisha Pink has 2 fouls, and then Carly Lazella also has a couple fouls. On the scoring side of things, Otters are led right now by Bella Anderson with 8 points. Bryn Sternberg has 6 points. Julia Hychek came off the bench to get 5 points for the Otters in the first half. Real nice spark from her. Ruby Ellison has 2. Hattie Fullhart has 1 for the Otters. They lead 24-14. On the Bemidji side, only 14 points in the first half. Anisha Pink has 14 of them. Thompson has 3 points for Bemidji. Malterud 2. Margie Anderson has 2. Been a real struggle for the Lumberjacks offensively. They're trailing 24-14. Minnesota Motor, once again, is the sponsor of our halftime show. The pre-owned inventory at Minnesota Motor Company is growing. Contact the sales team for a test drive today. We'll be back in a couple minutes to the Gold Gym as we get ready for the second half of the Otters, the first part of a double header tonight. Girls playing the Bemidji Lumberjacks, and then the boys will host Ricori. Jason Retzlaff will be on the call. We'll be back in a couple minutes from Fergus Falls Gold Gym.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota, Minnesota Motor.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Otter Tail Minn-Dakota Coaches has been the trusted name in transportation for 50 years. Safety, service, and dependability are at the heart of every journey. From local routes to nationwide trips, rely on Otter Tail Coaches for a ride you can trust.
Back at the Fergus Falls Gold Gym tonight, Nick Keel, Derek Sidian running the camera for us tonight. Appreciate him and appreciate all of our sponsors. Reminder, Minnesota Motors are halftime show sponsors tonight. Simply drive into Minnesota Motor for their hassle-free express lube. What else is going on tonight? We got hockey for both the boys and the girls teams happening here on our stations. Looks like girls hockey is at Sartell tonight, and the boys are at Sauk Rapids Rice. Because of the earlier times, we don't have an update because those guys aren't playing yet. And Jason hopefully will have an update for you in the second half, but you can catch those on our Layton broadcast stations as well. What's happening in the CLC tonight? Number 4 and 4A, Sauk Rapids Rice is hosting number 6 in Section 8 3A Alexandria in boys basketball. St. Cloud Tech is hosting Brainerd. Detroit Lakes is at Apollo tonight. And Sartell is hosting Wilmer. None of those games are underway as of yet. In the CLC on the girls' side, Sauk Rapids Rice is at North Branch. Detroit Lakes at Alexandria. And Wilmer is at Brainerd tonight. Our halftime score here from the Gold Gym in Fergus Falls. The Fergus Falls Otters jumped off to a big lead. But Bemidji is clawing their way back. Halftime score, Fergus Falls 24, Bemidji 14. We'll be back in a couple minutes to get ready for the second half.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Scott DeBrito. I had the privilege of wearing the Otter uniform. Today, I have the privilege of representing FM Bank here in Fergus Falls. Show your Otter pride with our Otter debit card. Stop in and see us or visit our website at mybankfm.com.
What's your number?
We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI. Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
Light powers your day, and with LEDs, every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Back at Fergus Falls Gold Gym. KBRF 1250 AM's coverage of area basketball. I want to check in with some sponsors, make sure we thank the people that allow us to be on the air and bring you those games. West Central Ag, your local Peterson Farms and LG seed supplier, and the right choice to defend your crops. West Central Ag Air. And Midwest Printing, your local partner for quality printing. Please visit Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls. Well, our halftime score is 24-14. Fergus Falls Otters with the lead. Want to thank Minnesota Motor for sponsoring our halftime show. Minnesota Motor Company is paying top dollar for trade-ins currently. Contact the sales team over at Minnesota Motor for a free appraisal. Hey, don't forget Minnesota Motor has tires as well. Great tires, great service. That's a Minnesota Motor Company. Thank you to Minnesota Motor Company for sponsoring our halftime show. About to get set here for the second half. The Otters are going to start Ruby Ellison, Bryn Sternberg, Bella Anderson, Hattie Fullhart, and Carly Hurst. The Jacks will go with Thompson, Malterud, Pink, Margie Anderson, and Carly Lazella. Lumberjacks gained a little bit of momentum to start the second or to end the first half. They start with the ball here, moving from our left to right. They're in the white uniforms with the blue numbers and trim tonight. You can see the Otters wearing the maroon jerseys with the white numbers and trim outlined in gold. Man-to-man defense for the Otters to start the second half. Here's Lazella from 3. I mentioned she can shoot it out there. This one doesn't go, and here's Hattie Fullhart. Hattie's going to take off for the Otters, pushing the ball in transition. Passes it back for Hurst. And now here's Sternberg. Sternberg gives it off to the right side for Ruby Ellison. To the top of the key for Bryn Anderson. Or Bella Anderson, excuse me. Here's Carly Hurst. Fullhart's going to drive in. Not a lot of room there. She does kick it out for Ellison, who kicks it over for Sternberg. And Sternberg's 3 is no good. And Carly Hurst hustling over to the corner, but can't get it to it in time. And the ball's going to go back over to Bemidji. So each team with a trip here in the first minute. No baskets. And the Lumberjacks will have the ball moving from left to right. 17 minutes to go in the game on the Park Region scoreboard. Otters lead 24-14. Here's Lazella at the elbow. She's going to dribble. Anderson's going to give her plenty of room here over to the left side for Malterud. Malterud holding. Now here's Pink with the flash up to the top of the key. Pink looking inside. Lumberjacks trying to be patient here. Here's Margie Anderson. Margie's going to drive towards the middle, flip it back over her head back out to Malterud. Malterud pushes inside. Here's Anisha Thompson with a 3. It's no good, and rebounded by Bella Anderson. Bella's going to kick it for Sternberg, who lobs up for Hattie Fullhart. Hattie with a nice little move, slides under the basket from the left side to the right side and is able to finish. So Hattie Fullhart gets the first basket of the second half for Fergus Falls. And now here's a quick turnover in the corner for Thompson. She shuffled her feet. Hattie Fullhart gets the first basket of the second half. And the Otters lead 26-14. Full court man-to-man press. The Otters get it in and then clear it out for Bryn Sternberg. And Sternberg and Thompson going at it at the mid-court line. Here's Ruby Ellison on the right side. She brings it back up to the top of the key. Fumbles it a little bit, loses the ball, has a turnover, and then fouls Marge Anderson. So first turnover of the second half for the Otters. They had 6 turnovers in the first half. Well under their average so far. And then Ruby Ellison picks up her second foul of the game. First team foul on the Otters. Lumberjacks now on the attack, down 26-14. Here's Pink on the left side. She's going to drive. She's left-handed, and there's Ruby Ellison. Ruby's length is really, it's like her 3rd block of the game. And she knocks it out of bounds, so Lumberjacks will retain possession with 18 seconds on the shot clock. They'll inbound under their own basket. Here's the pass out for Pink. They try to dump it down for Lazella, and it's picked off by Bella Anderson. Bella using her athleticism, read that play and stepped in front of the pass. Here's the Otters now. Here's Carly Hurst at about 30 feet. Sternberg finds Bella Anderson on the backdoor cut. She misses, but Hattie Fullhart gets the rebound. Sternberg drives in, and she's going to get a foul, and it looks like she's going to go to the line for 2. So Sternberg slices through the lane. That foul's on Bemidji, and that's number 2, Malterud. That's going to be her first. Matea Malterud with her first personal. Bryn Sternberg's going to go to the line and shoot a couple free throws. Sternberg shooting 84% at the line. She makes that one. That's her first free throw of the night. Otters lead 27-14. That's a 7th point for Bryn Sternberg. Her second free throw is also good. The Park Region scoreboard reads 28-14 in favor of the Fergus Falls Otters. Here's Matea Malterud now gets it up for Marge Anderson. And we got a 3-second call. I'm not sure if it was on Lazella or if it was on Pink, but one of those two got whistled, and that's a turnover for Bemidji. It's going to be their first of the second half. And now the Otters Ruby Ellison will trigger the inbounds pass. He gets it in for Bryn Sternberg. Sternberg facing that full court man-to-man pressure from Thompson. She gets it over the timeline. Bryn's done a really nice job at controlling the ball and controlling tempo tonight. Otters are going to run a little bit of weave. Here's Hattie Fullhart from the elbow. 15-foot shot is good for Hattie. So the Otters start the second half like the first. They scored the first 6 points of the half and now lead 30-14 on the Park Region scoreboard. Here's the Jacks. Here's Thompson with the lob inside. Sternberg with great weak side help. She picks off the pass, and that's the second turnover of the second half for the Lumberjacks. Ruby Ellison now, the Otters running the weave. Here's a screen at the top of the key for Bella. Bella doesn't roll. Pass to the corner for Carly Hurst. Here's Ruby Ellison for 3 off the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound for Anderson. Anderson's going to kick for Thompson. Thompson up for Pink. And the left-handed flip is good for Anisha Pink. And she gets the Lumberjacks on the scoreboard for the first time in the second half. Here's Hattie Fullhart breaking across the timeline. Now she kicks the left side for Anderson. Anderson now back up for Sternberg to the right side for Ellison. Ellison kind of getting pushed out the timeline. Here's a lob pass in for Bella Anderson, and she's going to be pushed, and she's going to go to the line. I think the foul is going to be on Malterud. Or no, Thompson. So Thompson gets her second foul of the game. A nice look there by Fullhart, and now Bella Anderson's going to go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. And her first free throw is no good. Abby Damon in for the Lumberjacks, and Bella will shoot second of 2 foul shots here. And she misses both. Dahman comes in, gets the rebound. Here's Malterud across the timeline. Lumberjacks looking to push a little bit. She goes to the right wing. Here's Abby Dahman for 3, in and out. And Sternberg had the rebound, lost it. And then Margie Anderson comes up with the loose ball and the steal. And it's going to be a turnover for Sternberg, second for the Otters, and a basket for the Lumberjacks. And it's 30-18 on the Park Region scoreboard. Bryn now to the top of the key to the right side for Ruby Ellison. Back to left side for Fullhart. Fullhart cross court pass for Ellison. She shoots from 15, in and out, no good. And Carly Hurst hustling to try to get the rebound, but as she secures it, she loses it and dribbles it on the line. It's going to be pushed over to Bemidji. I don't think she really had it, so not a turnover for Fergus Falls. Good hustle there by Carly Hurst, and that's what she does. That's her MO. She's all over the place. Seems to have a lot of energy and a high motor. Here's Bemidji now, down 12. Here's Anisha Pink with the short little jumper from about 8 feet. She misses. Here's a quick pass up for Sternberg. Tries to hit Fullhart. Unable to connect, and the ball goes out of bounds. And turnover number 3 for Fergus Falls. And for the Otters is Reese Keel and Julia Hychek. And Leduc checks in for Bemidji. 12:43 to go in the ball game. Otters lead 30-18 on the Park Region scoreboard. Anderson now gets it for Dahman. Dahman at the top of the key, loses her dribble. And they're going to have officials going to whistle a holding foul on Keel. And that'll be her first personal. And that's the second team foul on the Otters. Dahman will trigger the inbounds pass. Here's Leduc to the corner, and she throws it away. Bella Anderson just steps in front. Third turnover the second half for Bemidji. They had 12 in the first half and have 15 now for the game. A lot of unforced turnovers for Bemidji. in this game. Here's Reese Keel. She gets trapped on the right side. Cross-court pass. There's Sternberg wide open. A little bit short on the three. Bryn just can't quite find the range from outside. Here's Thompson all the way back. She goes aggressively at the hoop. Fullhart holds her ground, and the rebound is off for Sternberg and the Otters. Under 12 minutes now, 30-18. Fergus Falls with the lead. Julia Hychek in the left corner. Cross-court pass for Bella Anderson. Bella back over for Bryn. Bryn looking inside for Hychek, doesn't have it. Up to the top for Keel. Keel to the right side for Hattie Fullhart. She drives in. Looks to the short corner for Hychek. Fullhart now back to the baseline. Here's an 18-footer from Julia Hychek. She misses, but there's Bella Anderson with the rebound and put back. Bella gets her first field goal of the second half. And she's got 10 points for the ball game, and the Otters lead 32-18. Here's a drive for Pink, and she's going to go to the line. The foul's going to be on Julia Hychek. That's the first foul on Hychek tonight. That's the third team foul on the Otters. And going to the line for Bemidji is Anisha Pink, 5'9" junior. She makes the first free throw. Carly Hurst checks in for Hattie Fullhart. And Anisha Pink's going to have her second free throw. 32-19, Otters lead, 11:19 to go on the Park Region scoreboard. Her second free throw is no good, and the rebound ends up in Carly Hurst's hands. And here's Reese Keel now on the left side for the Otters. Man-to-man now for Bemidji. Thompson ends up tripping over Carly Hurst, falls down, but she gets up quickly. Here's a pass by Sternberg inside for Hurst. Hurst gets pushed, and she's going to go to the line. Good look by Bryn there. Found Carly on the backdoor cut. And that foul is going to be on number 32, Abby Damon, her first foul of the game. Carly Hurst goes to the line. She makes her first free throw. Carly's shooting over 80% from the line herself this season. And I believe she was the leading free throw shooter last season for the Otters. And Carly makes both of them. Really comfortable at the free throw line. And the Otters take the lead 34-19, courtesy of those two free throws by Carly Hurst. 10:46 to go here in the ball game. Here's Caitlin Leduc, long three. She's way off target. Rebound by Damon, then a steal by Carly Hurst. Hurst gets the steal and kicks it for Sternberg. Now up to the right side for Hychek. Hychek back for Sternberg. To the left side for Reese. Reese going to load up a three, and she hits it. First points of the ball game for Reese Keel. Missed a couple of free throws in the first half, but hits that three-pointer. And the Otters lead 37-19. In this half, once again, a carbon copy of the first half. Not much going on for Bemidji. The Otters being patient, finding the open jump shot. Here's Damon now, closely guarded by Sternberg. Sternberg putting some pressure on. Pink now with the ball at the top of the key. For Marge Anderson, she fumbles it, and we're going to have a steal. Reese Keel gets a steal, kicks it up for Bryn Sternberg. Bounce pass over for Hychek. Hychek can't get the handle. And it looks like Pink is going to get the hustle foul there. She dove on the ground and kind of took Julia Hychek's legs out from under her. And good hustle play. Unfortunately, you can't displace someone even when you're hustling, so that's going to be a foul on her. And that's going to be her third personal foul. Here's a three-pointer for Carly Hurst from the left side. It's no good, and it goes out of bounds, and it's going to go over to Bemidji. Quick little inbounds play. Carly had a good look, unable to connect from three. And the Park Region scoreboard update, 9:41 to go in the ball game. The Otters lead 37-19. Only 5 points so far in the second half in about the first 5 minutes for Bemidji. Malterud's running the offense, and Coach Darren Schultz doesn't like what he's seeing. So they're going to take a timeout. We have a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back in 30 seconds. This timeout is brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota, Minnesota Motor.
Back at Fergus Falls, Nick Keel with you. Derek Sidian running the camera tonight in our simulcast to KBRF YouTube channel. We are on AM 1250 KBRF. Coach Darren Schultz did not like what was happening from an offensive standpoint for Bemidji. Called the timeout. And let's see if Bemidji can get something going. Here's Marge Anderson on the right side. She cross-courts it over for Malterud. Malterud dribbling now. Otters doing a really nice job in their man-to-man defense. Pink drives in, knocks Hurst down to the floor. Here's Leduc now to the left side for Dahmen. Back for Leduc. Shot clock's running down, and the Otters get the steal and a turnover by Bemidji. Fourth of the second half. Ruby Ellison now for Hattie Fullhart. Fullhart for Carly Hurst. To the right side for Ruby Ellison. Inside for Bella Anderson. Bella must have camped out a little bit there, and she's going to be called for 3 seconds and a turnover. Fourth turnover of the half. 10th turnover of the ball game for Fergus Falls. 8:52 to go. 37-19. And here's Malterud once again for Bemidji. She's going to take it inside and going to get a foul here on Bella Anderson for the Otters, I believe. And it is on Anderson. And that's her third personal. Fourth team foul for the Otters. And Matea Malterud, the 5'2" senior, goes to the line for the Lumberjacks to shoot 2. Matea's first one is off the back iron and no good. Checking in for Leduc will be Olivia Thompson. Thompson's another one. She's just so fast, but they haven't been able to create any turnovers. The Otters have done a good job of taking care of the ball, and there hasn't been a whole lot of transition offense. So Malterud misses both free throws, and the Lumberjacks come up empty. And now Josh Steer is going to take a timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a full timeout with them. We have a timeout on the floor. This timeout is brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton. There's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
Back at Fergus Falls here, Otters leading 37-19. 8:36 to go in the ball game. Otters have really controlled the tempo. Here's a 3-point shot from the left side for Ruby Ellison, no good. Rebounded by Dahmen. And here's Malterud pushing the tempo for the Lumberjacks. They're going to need to get something going. Only 19 points so far in the ball game. Really, really struggled with Fergus Falls' overall height and athleticism tonight. Fergus has been really, really solid. Here's Pink on the left side. Back up for Malterud. Malterud for Dahmen. Here's a cut inside, and once again, Bryn just not letting Pink cut, and then Carly Hurst saw what was happening, stepped in front of the pass, created another turnover for Bemidji, their 5th of the second half. Here's Ruby Ellison. Otters run a little bit of weave at the top now. Ruby to the corner for Julia Highcheck. Back up for Ruby. Ruby's going to drive in. She draws the contact and shoots, and it's going to be a foul on Bemidji, their 5th team foul in the Individual foul is on Matea Malterud. That's her second of the game, and Ruby is going to go to the line to shoot 2. And Ruby Ellison makes the first free throw. Back into the game for the Lumberjacks is Lizella. And Ruby gets her second. Quiet night scoring for Ruby, but she's been very solid defensively, had a really nice floor game, has at least 3 blocks. Ruby misses the second free throw for the Otters, but the ball's tipped out of bounds by Bemidji. And with 7:38 to go in the ball game, the Otters are going to have an inbounds under their own basket with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Quick pass for Ruby Ellison is not strong enough, and Ruby didn't step to it, so a turnover for the Otters, their 5th of the half. Thompson driving, she kicks out for Margie Anderson, she misses, and there's a rebound by Bryn Sternberg. Sternberg having a nice night on the board. She leads the Otters in rebounds on the season. Here's Highcheck now to the right corner. Sternberg now to the right wing. Hattie Fullhart, pump fake. She drives hard left-handed and kisses it off the glass. Really nice move by Hattie Fullhart. She gets her 3rd basket of the second half. She's got 7 points in the game. Little pump fake on the 3, and the lane opened wide open, and she drove it in and got the basket. Here's Pink with a 3 for Bemidji. Anisha Pink with her first 3-point field goal of the night. And her 10th point, she leads the Lumberjacks in scoring. Otters break the press. Very close to being over and back. I think it actually was. Here's Ruby Ellison with the drive. She kicks it out to the corner for Highcheck. Highcheck now back for Ellison on the left side. Now the top for Hurst. Hurst lets it go from 3, no good, but there's Hattie Fullhart on the boards. And Hattie working hard, and she gets rewarded with her 4th basket of the half, and the Otters lead 42-22 on the Park Region scoreboard. Here's a pass inside that gets deflected out of bounds. Back into the ball game for the Otters. Number 11, Bella Anderson, replaces Highcheck. 6:05 to go, 42-22, Otters lead. Reminder, after this game, Jason Retzloff will have the call of the Fergus Falls Ricori boys basketball game right here from the Gold Gym. Marge Anderson on the left wing. She gets a pump fake, gets Sternberg in the air, and drives in and hits the floater from about 8 feet. And the Lumberjacks, much like the first half, starting to get some scoring going now in the second half. That's only their 10th point. There's only 5.5 minutes to go here in the second half. It's their 10th point in the second half. Here's Ruby Ellison. The lane opens up. She loses control on the drive as she flips it up, and then Hattie Fullhart gets control of it, but she loses it out of bounds. And it's going to be a turnover on the Otters. 12th turnover of the ball game. And here comes Bemidji. Thompson with it, trying to draw a screen from Pink. Now Anderson. Anderson looking inside to Lizella. Bella Anderson just a little bit late on the help. And ends up getting the personal foul. That's the 4th foul on Bella Anderson. And Lizella will go to the line for Bemidji. She hasn't scored yet tonight. The tallest girl on the floor, but the Otters have done a really nice job in both zone and man-to-man defense of helping with her. And she misses her first free throw. And here comes the second. She gets the second one, so she's on the scoreboard. 42-25, Otters lead. 5:12 to go in the ball game. Otters break the press nicely. They really haven't had a lot of turnovers against the press. Most of their turnovers have been in the half-court offense. Bemidji looking for a moving screen there on Hurst. I don't think there was a lot of contact, if any. Sternberg drives the left side. She gets bumped a little bit, no call. And here's Malterud in transition, hits Margie Anderson, and Anderson hits the 3. Nice second half by Anderson. She's got 7 now in the second half, 9 for the ball game, and it's 42-28. 4:34 to go in the ball game. Otters hoping that they don't have a repeat from last year when they had a 16-point lead at halftime and ended up only winning by 2. There's Ruby Ellison with a couple of shots. Her second one looked like there was a lot of contact on her arm, and then the ball's knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go over to Bemidji. A couple nice plays there by Ruby. Sure looked like there was contact on her second shot, but the ball goes over to the Lumberjacks. Here's Pink inside. She throws it up and over the basket. I don't think it was tipped, so that's going to be out of bounds, and the Otters get it back. Josh Steer trying to get his team fired up a little bit. Seems like the gym is just a little bit lethargic right now, and his girls are kind of playing that well as well here in the last couple of minutes. Sternberg gets it for Ellison at the logo. She goes right side for Hattie Fullhart. Fullhart back for Sternberg. Sternberg now brings it back to the top of the key. She's guarded by Malterud. It's a little cut now by Sternberg. Ellison brings it across. Sternberg gets the screen from Fullhart, and she drills a 3. And the Otters are going to take a timeout. Sternberg hits her first 3 of the ball game. That's 11 points now for Bryn. And the Otters, with 3:34 to go in the second half, lead 45-28. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Light powers your day, and with LEDs, every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED.
Check in and thank a couple of our game sponsors. West Central Ag Air, your local Peterson Farms and LG seed supplier. And the right choice to defend your crops, that's West Central Ag Air. Midwest Printing is your local partner for quality printing. Visit Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls. Well, the Otters lead 45-28, 3:30 to go in the ball game. Bemidji with the ball. And Thompson bringing it up now. She's going to lob for Pink. Pink with the left-handed drive and the shovel from 10 feet is no good. And then Sternberg and Anderson get tied up. And Bryn really muscled and ended up sending Anderson to the ground. But she helps her up. Both girls smiling, so nothing hurt there. And the Otters get possession on the alternating possession arrow. Sternberg bringing it across the timeline now for the Otters. Just over 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Bemidji trying to pick up the intensity in their man-to-man half-court defense. Here's Sternberg now for 3. She's a little bit short. And Thompson gets the rebound. She kicks it up for Damon. Damon is going to step on the line, and that's going to be a turnover for Bemidji. 2:56 to go. Otters lead 45-28. Ellison to inbound for Fergus Falls. Her pass gets tipped, stolen away by Thompson. Pink does the reverse layup, and she makes the basket. Really nice move there by Anisha Pink. She's having a nice second half. That's now 9 points for her and 12 points in the ball game. She leads all scorers in tonight's contest with 12 points. 45-30, Fergus Falls with the lead. About 2.5 to go. Sternberg with the drive, and they're going to get a foul here on the Lumberjacks. And that foul is going to be on Abby Damon. And the Otters are going to trigger the inbounds pass under their own basket. Caitlin LeDuc's going to come in for Malterud. And Bryn's going to trigger it in. Here's a quick pass for Ruby Ellison. Ruby flips it up. Looked like a little contact. She didn't get the call. And Pink kicks it out now. Here's Damon with the drive in. Right-handed scoop, no good. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it back out for Pink. Pink wants the 3, doesn't have it. Good defense there by Ruby. Now Abby Damon does have it. She misses the 3. Rebounded by Hattie Fullhart. Hattie brings it up, pushing it for Ruby. Ruby might have got away with an extra step there. No call, and the Otters are patient here with 2 minutes to go. 45-30 on the Park Region scoreboard. Otters lead, trying to salt this thing away. Not a lot of explosive action tonight, but certainly very solid job of defense by the Otters. And here's Sternberg with the drive, and she gets the roll. Bryn Sternberg with the basket. It's 13 now for Bryn, leading scorer in the game. Here's Pink with a wide open three. That's off the back iron. Rebound by Thompson. Thompson tosses it up. It's not going to go in, but I think that's going to be on Bella Anderson. And that's going to be her 5th foul. So she's going to foul out of the game. Bella finishes with 11 points tonight, shooting at a very, very high percentage. She only missed 1 field goal, I think. She fouls out. Into the game comes Julia Hychek, and at the line is Thompson. She's going to shoot a pair. Thompson makes the first. Now Reese Keel also checks into the game for Ruby Ellison. Ruby finishes her night most likely with 3 points. And the second free throw is also good for Thompson. And here's a quick steal now for Bemidji. Bemidji down, trailing 47-32. Here's Anderson on the right side, 1:22 to go in the game. She drives baseline. Here's Malterud driving in. She kicks it out. And then Pink tries to drive, and there's going to be a foul and a whistle, I think, on Carly Hurst on the drive. Actually, it's on Reese Keel. It's her 2nd foul of the game. And Pink will go to the line to shoot 1-on-1. And she misses off the back iron. Hattie Fullhart does the box out, and Margie Anderson gets the foul. So Pink misses the front end of the 1-on-1. And now we're going to have a technical foul on Darren Schultz. Didn't like that call on the over and back, and Logan Rydell whaps him with the technical. So we're going to have as a 1-on-1 for Hattie Fullhart as a result of the technical. Actually, as a result of the loose ball foul on Bemidji. So we'll shoot the 1-on-1. Hattie makes the first one. And she'll get a second, and then the Otters will get 2 more as a result of the technical foul, and then they'll also get the ball at the midline. Hattie misses the second free throw. Otters lead 48-32, 1:14 to go. Bryn Sternberg is going to step to the line to shoot the 2 technical shots. The Otters and the Lumberjack girls all standing at half court, having a laugh together on this one. Sternberg makes the first free throw. And the second. So Bryn continues to shoot free throws at a very high level. And the Otters lead 50-32, 1:14 to go. Reminder to stay tuned for the Olsen Oil Card Express post-game show. That's coming up at the end of the regulation here. 1:14 to go, Otters lead 50-32. Sternberg's going to trigger the inbounds, and it's going to be stolen away by Anderson. Anderson drives in, gets the basket to go, and a foul on Julia Hychek. So Josh Steer, not incredibly happy with how that worked out, but a basket for Anderson on the steal. She misses the free throw. And Carly Hurst hustles to the corner, and the ball ends up going off Bemidji. So the Otters will get possession, 1:07 to go here in the ball game. Sternberg gets a screen, gets the ball. Thompson, Gardner hard. Carly Hurst almost had the moving screen. She was leaning in to try to make contact. Good thing she didn't. The official was all over it. Now the Otters moving the ball. Here's Sternberg near the midline. Hattie Fullhart on the right side. Screen from Carly Hurst. Skips over to the left side. Here's Bryn Sternberg from 3. Sternberg just starting to heat up. That's 18 now for Bryn on the night. Seemed like a quiet night, but there she is with 18 points, and the Otters lead 53-34. Here's a steal by Carly Hurst. The shot clock is off. And the Otters look like they're going to try to hold this one out. We'll see if Bemidji fouls them or not. But Bryn Sternberg with that three-pointer ends up making 18 for the night. Now down to 7 seconds. Reminder, the Olson Oil Card Express post-game show is coming up next. And there's the final buzzer of the game. And the Otters get the victory tonight. Our final score on the Park Region Ottertail Telecom scoreboard, Fergus Falls 53 and Bemidji Lumberjacks 34. Park Region serviced beyond the connection. You're listening to Area Basketball on KBRF 1250 AM. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with the post-game show.
What's the record for the biggest walleye? What's the record for the largest goldfish? Wait, what? Never release aquatic animals or plants into our lakes and rivers. Help protect our waters and native species.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota, Minnesota Motor.
Welcome back to Fergus Falls. The Otters end up getting the victory 53-34. Welcome to the Olson Oil Card Express halftime show. We'll just take a quick look at the statistics for tonight. For the Otters, they end up with the victory 53-34. Otters ended up having only 13 turnovers tonight, which is, I believe, a season low for them. On the other side, they forced 17, 8, 19 turnovers for Bemidji. Bemidji did a much better job in the second half. Just wasn't a lot of flow for Bemidji. They never really could get things going in the half-court offense. Credit to Josh Steer and Dan Sternberg for making that happen. Scoring for the Otters tonight, Bryn Sternberg kind of struggled from the field, but knocked down some threes, made a bunch of free throws. And in the end, she ends up with 18 points. Hattie Fullhard had a nice second half with 9 points. She ended up 10 for the ball game. Ruby Ellison 3, Carly Hurst had 4 points. Bella Anderson did foul out, but contributed a nice floor game for the Otters tonight. She ended up with 11 points, and she was the leading scorer at halftime with 8. Julia Hychek had 5 points, and Reese Keel pitched in with 3. On the Bemidji side, really, it was pretty much Pink and Anderson. Pink ended up with 11 points on the game, and Margie Anderson ended up with 12 points on the game for Bemidji to lead them in scoring. 19 turnovers, not a great success for Coach Darren Schultz, but they had a much better last few minutes of the first half, and then also kind of the same thing in the second half. But the Otters just too strong, handling the pressure without any issues tonight, and really controlling the tempo of the game. And the Otters and Josh Shear end up going to 4-1 with the non-conference victory, 53-34 over Bemidji. We'll be right back with the Quality Toyota Player of the Game.
Olson Oil Card Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Card Express, supporting Otter sports.
Back at Fergus Falls Gold Gymnasium. And time now for our Quality Toyota Player of the Game, sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. A lot of people to choose from tonight. I think the Otters we're certainly pleased to be back home, first home game of the season, and it just seemed like tempo-wise and being under control, they were really, really in control of the game tonight. So we had a few people to choose from. I mean, when you look at the scoring side, Bryn Sternberg ended up with 18 points. Hattie Fullhart had a really nice second half, ended up with 10 points on the ball game. Carly Hurst just hustled and just like she always does, got a lot of loose balls. Tonight, the Quality Toyota player of the game is going to go to Bella Anderson. Bella, I think, only missed one field goal all night. She did foul out, but she had several rebounds. And overall, it was a very, very solid game for Bella Anderson. So she is our Quality Toyota player of the game. Once again, the Otters, the girl Otters, end up with a 53-34 win over the Bemidji Lumberjacks. Reminder that we do have the second part of the doubleheader tonight. Jason Retzloff will be on the call for that game, and the first conference game for the Otters of the season, and their first home game. So I know he's going to have a chat with Matt Johnson here shortly to get them set for tonight's ball game. But for Derek Sidian, I'm Nick Keel. We're just going to check out for just a few minutes, and then Jason Retzloff will be back with you for the boys' side of the game. Thanks for tuning in to KBRF 1250 AM's coverage of area basketball and the simulcast on the 1250 KBRF YouTube channel. Nick Keel saying good night from Fergus Falls.
Thank you for joining us for a special KBRFradio.com video streaming production. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Ottertail Power Company and your Ottertail Power Company pregame show. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare timeouts. Oxted Plumbing and Heating with your game time and temperature. Viking Cafe and Fergus Falls Apothecary with your keys to the game. Olson Oil Card Express and your Olson Oil Card Express postgame show. Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Ottertail County AIS Task Force, Liberty Business Systems, Service Food of Fergus Falls Monument, Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated, Ottertail Coaches, and FM Bank of Fergus Falls.